Hello, Mr. Bukowski. Thank you for coming and participating in our interview for our competition.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Yes, my name is Frank Bukowski. I am the Director of Federal Procurement and Network Engineering for Point Breeze Communications, which is a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business located here in Central Florida.
And can you explain what you do on a daily basis?
Sure. My personal job is to interact with our end users, which are our customers, and determine what are their present needs and anticipate their future needs and goals.
How long have you been working with network engineering?
7 years.
What do you do as an engineer every day, and how does it help improve on everybody's daily lives?
Sure. The first step would be to speak through email or on the phone with my end user to determine what their needs are immediately. Then we will schedule a meeting, we'll sit down and go over their goals and what ultimately will be needed by them for their design and security.
And how long would you say that process takes?
Network engineering involves, a couple days worth of work for maybe a small customer like a restaurant, all the way up to months, maybe a year for a federal agency.
And what kind of expectations do your customers look for?
Our past performance and our certifications. So those are the key pieces to getting in the door to talking to your end user. They need to feel safe, secure, and at the end of the day, they want a design that'll stand the test of time and be easily upgraded to meet the ever-growing needs of technology.
How do you suppose this field has evolved since you've started?
Light years. In the last 5 years alone, we started with small computers that is like basically the size of a thumb drive, the maximum disk space. And at that time, it was revolutionary to be able to type on a computer and actually send that message somewhere in the United States. Now it has evolved to real-time data and video globally. So any person can now pick up a smartphone and communicate with somebody in the Middle East or globally wherever you want.
And how do you believe this modern technology will grow in the future?
My goal or my vision is to make something more efficient. So we always got to consider energy. We always want to make it a green product so we don't use a lot of energy. We want to make it eco-friendly so that when it is at the end of its life, it doesn't go to a landfill, it's recycled. And then ultimately for network engineering, we want to make systems that are easy to understand, easy to build, easy to design, and my future, or what I see in the future, is a virtualization. So just like you and I are speaking right now, we could have the same conversation digitally or three-dimensionally so that it appears like I'm sitting here when in fact I'm home in front of my computer.
And when your customers ask you how you're going to make it green, what do you tell them?
It's all about what goes into the design of the system. So in the old days, our networking engineering involved a lot of copper because you had engineering involving Cat5 cable, Cat6 cable, and that's not biodegradable. Now the future is in fiber optics, and basically what we do is part of our global response, our initiative, is that whenever the products come out of cycle, we have certified recyclers to take that same product, reuse it, and put it back into the system. So basically, for lack of a better word, you have an old copper cable, you melt it down, recycle it, and make a new copper cable.
Within the 7 years of working with engineering, what is your particularly favorite part of your job?
By far, it's working with some of the federal end users we have, the Army, the Navy. So I mentioned virtualization. So I was actually able to have a tour of one of the military bases, and they have the base commander there virtually. He's talking to me, and I was able to see some of the engineering feats they have. So they have machines now that you could dream it up, and it will actually make a hard copy of what you thought. So it's pretty, very ingenuity is coming into play here.
And what do you think being in the shop has affected your mindset on technology?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a people person, so I prefer face-to-face conversations like you and I are having. So now it's becoming more of this digital, so we're losing a little contact with our end users or our customer. So my philosophy has changed that I have to learn how to communicate with you mobily. So the mobile platform and virtualization through our phones is going to be the future. And that's my perspective, that we always keep the environment in mind and thinking of ways to create new ideas. And that's why I enjoy speaking with young ladies like yourself, because you are our future. You are going to be the ones coming up with the next latest greatest products.
Wow, it's amazing how technology has evolved this quickly and that there are endless possibilities. Our TSA chapter appreciates you for participating in our interview and answering our questions.
My pleasure, and good luck.
Thank you.